Hello, everyone. Welcome to our lesson about expressing doubts in English. It's time for our lesson to begin, so if you'd like, please come on in and join me in the Hangout, and we'll go ahead and get started. It's great to have everyone here with me today for another great lesson. All right, very good. Francesco, welcome to class. How are you today?
Okay. Hi. I'm doing well, thank you. You?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. Correctly, Francesco, is that correct?
Is Francesco.
Francesco.
Yeah,
Okay,
perfect.
sounds Italian, is that right?
Yeah, I'm Italian.
Okay, good. So, what part of Italy are you from, Francesco?
From Milan, the north.
Ah, okay. So, tell me a little bit about Milan. Tell me about. I have never been there before.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's quite a grey city because there are a lot of traffic, a lot of smoke, but it's nice. There are a lot of things to do, especially to go out with friends, to the pub, bar, restaurant. It's There are a lot of people in the city, and
Okay.
you can go out to have fun.
Okay, so it sounds like there's like a lot of nightlife,
Yeah,
but then there's also lots of things that you can do in the daytime. Is that right?
yeah. It's correct.
Okay. I remember seeing one time on television. Sometimes I like to watch. There's a channel here called Discovery Home and Health,
Mhm.
and there is a chef.
Okay.
There's a chef called. His name is Buddy Valastro, I think is his name, and his parents and grandparents are from Italy. And they went to a certain part of Italy, and I won't remember what part of Italy. Sorry about that.
No.
But he said that, and what you could see is that making bread was very popular in that particular part of Italy. I don't know if that is all over Italy or just in some cities where making fresh bread in a stone type oven is popular.
But it's all part of Italy. It's popular to do a bread.
Ah, okay. So it's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know how to make bread as well?
No, but I do a pizza.
Ah, you make pizza.
Yeah, I make pizza.
Ah, so do you make pizza with thin crust or thick crust?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Uh-huh. Do you make pizza with thick crust or thin crust?
The first one,
Thick.
the thick. Okay.
Uh-huh, very good. Yeah, that TH sound is a bit challenging. Okay, so here it is, thick and then thin.
Okay.
All right, and actually I should have put thick crust because you were talking about pizza.
Yeah.
Thick crust or thin crust. That sounds very
Okay.
good. It's a shame that we can't have virtual pizza. It would be so nice to
Yeah.
actually get to slice that pizza. That sounds really good.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Great. Well, Francesco, thank you for being here in class. Thanks for sharing a little bit about what you like to do.
Thank you to you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, let's see. Let's welcome your classmates. Let's also welcome Victor. Hello, Victor. How are you today?
Hello, I'm great, thank you. And you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, Victor. It's great to have you here in class once again.
I also glad to be in your class.
All right. Now, Victor, Francesco told us that he likes to make pizza. Okay, do you have something that you enjoy making?
Uh, Actually, I like fry meat on the nature near to lake. Now we have a great time to do it for doing this.
Oh,
I mean, uh, in our country, it's very popular to fry meat. Like in the United States, make barbecue, like barbecue.
okay. Now I'm gonna put a sentence in the chat box, and I'd like you to tell me if this is what you're referring to. Um, do you do you mean that you like to roast meat on an open fire?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, that sounds delicious. You're making my mouth water. Okay, so roasting meat on an open fire, yeah, and I'm sure that it gives it a distinct flavor, just like making grilling meat
Mm,
using charcoal or flavored or different types of wood. Oh,
yes.
yes. Great. So we've got someone who makes pizza. Francesco makes pizza. Victor likes to roast meat on an open fire. All right, let's welcome Anna. Hello, Anna. Welcome to class. How are you today, Anna?
Hi, Carisha. Oh, well, thank you.
Good. All right, so Anna, what do you enjoy making? Do you like to roast meat on an open fire or make pizza as well?
I generally best. I'm generally good to make cakes.
Okay. Good. So I'm going to type your sentence there. So I'm good. I'm good at, or you could also say baking cakes.
Mhm.
Good. Oh, that's good. Now, one of my favorites is chocolate cake. Do you have a
Oh
favorite
yeah,
type of
me
cake?
too.
Okay, okay, good. Thanks, Anna. Thanks for sharing with us. All right, and let's also welcome Pablo. Hello, Pablo. How are you today?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Pablo. So, Pablo, tell us one thing that you enjoy making.
Now I enjoy making to watch the World Cup.
So you don't not making
Mm.
anything. Well, let's just type that here. I enjoy
Watch the
watching
World Cup. Watching the
the
World Cup.
world. Yeah, watching the World Cup. All right, so tell us who's playing in the World Cup today?
Well, I couldn't see this morning, and
Hmm.
now I looking what happened with Chile and Holland.
Okay, so Chile and Holland. Okay.
Holland.
All right, very good. Thank you. Excellent. We're getting some varied answers here. All right, let's turn to Michael. Michael, tell us something that you enjoy making or doing.
Well, I enjoy um, playing in chess.
Okay, good. So let's see, let's put that there. I enjoy play. Oops, I typed that wrong. Okay, so I enjoy playing chess. So tell us, why do you enjoy playing chess? What is the thrill in playing chess?
Well, there is not so much thrill, but it's
Enjoyment, I should say.
yeah, not so much enjoyment. It's just once in a while, like once in a 3 months, I could do that. I could play. But I used to play when I was a child. I used to play like every day.
Okay. Okay, very good. Guys, I'm sorry if I look a little bit startled. The ground is moving. That's not good. Yeah, we just had a tremor. I don't know where the epicenter was, but everything was just moving just now.
How many degrees?
I'm not sure. I'm not connected to to TV or to internet or anything, but everything just started shaking just now.
So you should go outside by the rules.
Yes, if my rule of thumb, because here where I live in Costa Rica, sometimes we have trimmers. If the trimmer does not last very long, I generally don't go outside.
Mm,
But if it lasts for a long time, then it gets pretty scary, and so then I would go outside.
okay.
All right, very good. Well, let's try to continue. Hopefully, hopefully that was just a light trimmer, and I won't fall in the ground or anything. All right, very good, very good. Okay, guys. Well, listen, I think we've gotten warmed up pretty well. I'd also like to welcome David to class. Hello, David. Welcome to class. Good. Okay, we've got David. We've got Luis Antonio. Welcome to class, Luis Antonio.
Hi, Carissa. It's nice to
Hi.
see you again.
Yes, good to see you as well. Very good. All right, guys. So let's go ahead. We're going to get right into our material for today. So as you read in the description, we're going to talk about expressing doubts in English. All right. Okay, I was just looking at a comment there in the chat box. All right, guys, we're going to start off our lesson a little bit differently today. We're going to start off by talking about some idioms. Okay, some idioms that involve expressing doubt or indecision. Okay, and here are a couple of those idioms. Then we're going to talk about other ways to express them. So one way to express doubt is to use an idiom. Okay, and let's put the information in both chat boxes so everyone can see it. All right, very good. So let's go ahead and get started by reading a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Let's have Victor. Victor, can you read what's in the chat box for me?
No, because my connection from iPad and this device doesn't support chat.
It doesn't support the chat. Okay, all right. Well, listen carefully. We're going to ask, let's have Pablo. Go ahead and read that for us, Pablo.
Read,
Yes, please.
beat around the bush. This expression is used to tell someone to say what they have to say clearly and directly, even if it is unpleasant. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell me what has been decided.
Very good. All right, so some people express doubt or hesitation because they feel that they cannot be direct. Okay, maybe you have some unpleasant news. Okay, and you're not sure how the other person is going to react, so you may beat around the bush. Okay, you may not say what needs to be said. Okay, all right, so just like in this example, you can say to someone, please stop beating around the bush. Just tell me what happened. Tell me what's been decided. Okay, you could also use this if you're speaking about yourself. Okay, if you realize that you are not being direct, you could say, oh boy, I'm really beating around the bush here. Okay, so I'm beating around the bush. Okay, as opposed to beating the bush itself, you beat all around it. Okay, so this is a popular idiom. So if you enjoy listening to, or if you enjoy watching movies in English, listen out for it. Or if you enjoy reading the newspaper in English, listen for it. Okay, I'm beating around the bush, or you're beating around the bush. Okay, very good. All right, okay, let's take a look at a different one. Sometimes there's indecision because, let's see, let's give you another idiom here. Because of what we see in the chat box now. All right, and let's have Anna. Anna, can you read the next idiom for me?
Yes. At cold feet, if you get cold feet about something, you begin to hesitate about doing it. You are no longer sure whether you want to do or not.
Good. Okay, so that expression, excuse me, the G is missing. All right, to get cold feet. All right, okay, so to get cold feet means before you were pretty decided, okay? For example, sometimes it happens, you'll hear this expression a lot when people are going to get married. Okay, so sometimes right before someone is getting married, someone will say, "Are you getting cold feet?" Okay, and they want to know, are you still sure that you want to get married? Okay, getting cold feet. All right, let's see if we can get some examples. All right, let's see. Francesco, can you tell me about a time when you got cold feet?
Mm, sorry, I don't really understand the concept of these sentences.
Okay, all right. Let's explain it a little bit more then. All right,
Thank you.
to get cold feet, it means that you were sure about something. You were decided that you were going to do something, but then something happened and now you are hesitating. You're not sure that you really want to do something.
Okay, okay. Maybe if you are being bungee jumping, you have at the moment when you get to go feet.
Okay, so let's see. Right before,
Hmm?
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about a way to say that. Okay, so right before I right before I jumped
Yeah.
off the bridge,
Yes.
right before I jumped off the bridge, I got cold feet. Cold
Is
feet.
that correct or?
Yes, yes. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna preface it. So I decided to go bungee jumping with my friends. Okay, but right before I jumped off the bridge, I got cold feet. Okay, yep. That would be a great time to get cold feet, I'll tell you. Okay, so you could say what you just said here. Okay, this is like reported speech. Okay, so I decided to go bungee jumping with my friends, but right before I jumped off the bridge, I got cold feet. Okay, so this is one way to use the idiom.
Okay.
Or, okay, or you can just go ahead and use regular speech. You could say here, guys, um, I'm I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I want to do this, or that I really want to do. Okay, that's another way of expressing your doubt. Okay, so
Okay.
you're right at the moment that you're going to jump off that bridge. You could say, yeah, guys, I'm not sure that I really want to do this. Okay,
Okay.
or you could also say, yeah, I'm getting cold feet. Okay, so
Thank
there's
you.
a variety of different ways that you can say it. It's fun when you can use idioms. Okay, idioms usually make people laugh. So if you mean to be witty and a bit funny, you can use the idiom. If not, then you can just go ahead and directly express your doubt. Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Thank
So bungee jumping. All right. Let's think of a different situation, and let's see. Let's ask Luis. Luis, can you tell us about a time when you got cold feet?
I'm going to try. I always get cold feet if I must go to have fun in a roller coaster.
All right. So I always get cold feet when I'm about to
Yeah,
ride a roller coaster.
yeah. Thank you. Bye now.
Good. That's good. All right. So I always get cold feet. Yes, I love riding roller coasters. I think I get motion sick now. As not cold feet, but I just get motion sick. All right, very good. Guys, that's a really good example. All right, good. So we've talked about two different idioms so far and two different ways of expressing doubt, okay? Beating around the bush is one, and getting cold feet is another. All right, I want to show you a different one, okay? Let's talk about, this is more of doubt expressed in indecision. Okay, so you're having a hard time making a decision. All right, so let's get those both in the chat box. Okay, very good. Okay, and let's see. Let's get another reader. Okay, looks we have Weislaw in class. Weislaw, can you first of all, hello and welcome to class.
Hello.
Good. Okay,
Hello.
tell me the correct pronunciation of your name.
Wiesław?
Weislaw.
Yes, very good.
Okay, Weislaw. Okay, Weislaw, please read the idiom in the chat box for me.
On the fence. When faced with a choice, a person who is on the fence has not yet reached a decision.
Very good. Very clear reading, Weislaw. Okay, so Weislaw, can you give me an example of a time when you were on the fence?
I have to a lot invest.
Okay,
but, investment, but now I'm on the fence.
Okay, so you're comparing. So you used to invest a lot.
Yes.
But now I'm on the fence. Okay, so I'm gonna type your sentence in the chat box. I used to invest a lot. Okay, but now.
But in the crisis, I'm on the fence.
Okay, but currently, I'm on the fence. Okay, so you're not really investing as aggressively anymore. Okay, so it seems like there's some indecision. Okay, now this is good. Okay, so you could use the idiom. Okay, so or you could directly say, I used to. Okay, aggressively. Let's say aggressively. Aggressively. Let's say it that way. I used to invest aggressively. Okay, so that means you were decided. You were decisive. I used to invest aggressively. Problem. Okay, but now I'm on the fence. Sorry, but now I don't, or I'm a bit more reserved. Okay, let's say it that way. I'm a bit more reserved. Okay. All right, very good. So here is your doubt. Okay, you have a doubt, or you're unsure of the stability of the market now. So you're not investing as aggressively now. Okay, so you could either use the idiom or you can use other words to express your doubt. Excellent, very good. All right, let's see if we can get another example. All right, let's ask Pablo. Pablo, can you tell us about a time when you were on the fence?
Oh. Well, if I would have two girlfriends, I will be on the fence.
Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, so let's take a look at our definition, right? So you're faced with a choice. All right, so your choice is to just have one girlfriend.
Yes.
All right, so I have to be with just one girlfriend, but I'm on the fence as to which one. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. So for some people, that's a reality. All right. Very good. So you can be on the fence in personal relationships as well. All right, guys. Good.
Can I say like when it comes to controversial problems, controversial questions, I'm sitting on the fence.
Yes, good. All right, so when it comes to, I'm going to type that here, controversial topics.
Yep.
Or not take one side or the other side.
Yep.
Yep, that's good. That's a great example. All right. Now, speaking of that, let's talk about a different one. I'm going to show you another one in 2 minds. Okay, so let's talk about job offers, for example. Let's say that you have the possibility of working at 2 places. Okay, but here's your doubt, your indecision. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to Michael. Michael, can you please read the idiom that's now in the chat and the examples, please?
In two minds, if you are in 2 minds about something, you have difficulty deciding what to do. I'm in 2 minds about whether or not to accept the offer.
Good. All right. So let's say that you have gone on various job interviews. Okay, and let's say that 2 companies that you like have made you a job offer. Okay, how could you express your doubt as to which job offer to accept?
So I'm in 2 minds about what job offer to accept. They are both luring.
Good. So there's just one thing I would change there, but excellent job. Okay, so I'm in 2 minds about which.
Which job?
Which job offer to choose or to accept would be either one. Okay. All right. So remember, you want to use which when there are options.
Okay.
All right. So in 2 minds. Okay. You could also say, I'm not sure which job offer to accept.
Okay.
Okay. Either one, basically you're saying the same thing. Okay, but if you want to add more flavor, more zest to your English, use an idiom. But you have to make sure that when you use an idiom that your audience or your listener understands what you're saying.
Well, if you speak with non-native English speaker, the chances that they would understand what you're talking about are very small, based on my experience. Like when I have spoken with people, non-native speakers, and they couldn't understand the idioms. They said, "What? What do you mean?" And I should then explain, like from zero, from the scratch, what does that mean.
Right, exactly, and at least you were able to explain, and so it was a learning opportunity for them. So if you're speaking with a non-native English speaker who is basic, who's at a basic level, you may not want to use idioms. Okay, so you may just want to directly express your doubt, or directly express whatever you're trying to say. Okay, that you actually bring up a very good point. And as a native speaker of any language, you just intuitively know when you can use an idiom and when you just need to go ahead and express something basically or in a basic manner. Okay, very good. All right, let's go to Anna. Anna, can you tell us about a time when you were in 2 minds about something?
When I finished the high school, I was in 2 minds when I had to decide which kind of university.
Okay, good. So when I graduated from high school, I was in 2 minds about which university to attend. Okay, so that would be a great way to mention that. Okay, very good. So this would be a conditional sentence. Great job, Anna. Great job bringing up a conditional sentence. All right. So Anna, do me a favor. Read that sentence for me.
Yes. When graduate from high school.
I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry. I left out the I. Okay, I'm going to type just right below it. Okay, there's the correction. Excuse me. Okay.
When I graduated from high school, I was in two minds about which university to attend.
Yes, very good. Very good. Okay, now, what if I don't want to use the idiom? Okay, how can I say this without using an idiom? What other words could I use to say the same thing? What do you think, Anna?
When I graduated from high school, I didn't know which university to attend.
Okay, good. I didn't know which university to. That's right. Okay, you could also say, I wasn't sure of, or I wasn't sure about which university to attend. Okay, so both of those express doubt. I didn't know, I wasn't sure, or I was unsure about. Okay, all right, so you see there's a lot of different options that you have here. You can use an idiom, you can use I didn't know, wasn't sure, or I was unsure. Okay. All right, very good. I want to go. To let's see, David. There you are, David. David, tell us about a time when you were in two minds about something.
Okay, teacher. The last week I was in two minds. Is it right? Two minds.
Okay, last week you said. Last week you were two minds.
Yeah, last week I was in two minds because I couldn't. I wasn't sure about what sneakers bought. About what sneakers I should buy. Sorry.
That was good. Okay, good. Excellent. So, David, you actually used the idiom and then you explained it in the second sentence. Okay, last week I was in two minds. Two minds about what? Okay, well, I wasn't sure which pair of sneakers to buy. That was awesome. Okay, so if your listener isn't sure about the idiom that you used, they don't really understand, if you keep listening, okay, your speaker might tell you, they might explain themselves, okay, in two minds. Oh, in two minds you weren't sure about. Okay, and now they have learned something as well. That was excellent, David. Very good. Very good. Okay. Wow, that was great. Okay. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, oh, sorry, I shouldn't read it. I should let you do it. Okay, let's see. Francesco. Oh, I'm sorry, Francesco, you told me that you couldn't. Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, good. Can you read what's in the chat box for me, Francesco?
Yeah, put out feelers. Before doing something, if you try to discover what other people think about it by making discreet inquiries, you put out feelers. The politician put out feelers to test public relation to his proposal.
Very good. All right, so usually before making an important decision or before doing something, you might be unsure about what the best decision is to make. All right, so what you're going to do is to put out feelers. Okay, that's the idiom, put out feelers. So you're just going to ask, okay, inquiries. You're going to make discrete inquiries. You're going to ask people what they think. Okay, now here you're going to ask for a recommendation. Okay, so for example, I could say, I um I want to buy a good pair of running shoes. Okay, let's go back to David's example. I want to buy a good pair of running shoes. Okay, so I could say, Francesco, what's your opinion? Okay, what is a good pair of running shoes, Francesco?
Okay. I don't know, maybe for a specific model.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, good, good. Okay, this is good. Okay, this is a learning experience for us. Okay, now this lesson is about expressing doubt, right? So if you don't know, then simply say,
Okay.
I don't know. Right?
Okay.
So you can say, I don't know, or I'm not sure.
I'm sitting on the fence.
Okay, yeah, you could use I'm sitting on the fence if you know, if there are several brands but you're not sure which one to suggest, you can say, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm sitting on the fence on this one. Okay, I can't really help you out on that one. Okay, so Francesco, you helped us with a learning experience. You can either say I don't know. That definitely
Okay.
expresses doubt. Or you can
Okay.
say I'm not sure.
Good.
Okay. Okay, or you could make a suggestion. Okay, so that was the topic from our last class. Okay, all right, so who is a repeater? Okay, let's see, Ahmad. Okay, in this case, Francesco isn't sure which brand of running shoes is the best. What suggestion could you make, Ahmad?
Well, I would say, uh, what about asking Michael? He is an expert.
Asking who?
Michael.
Wow. Thank you, Ahmad. That's nice of you.
Expert Michael, tell us, which is a good brand of running shoes?
Okay, according to my, based on my experience, a good running shoes are Nike.
Okay, good. So you've got your suggestion there. So I've got my suggestion there. Very good.
Yep, they're better than Puma and Reebok, that's for sure.
Good. Okay, very good. So you gave us a very good suggestion and a good recommendation. All right. Okay, so Francesco, there it is. Okay, so if you don't know or if you're not sure, you could do exactly what Ahmad did. Okay, first express your doubt. I'm not sure, and then say, well, you might try asking such and such. He's the expert or she's the expert.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, good. That's great. Oh, that was good. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's another one. That's another way that you can put out feelers. Okay. To put out feelers, it just means you're going to ask for suggestions. That's it. Okay. So I could say, I don't know, but you can ask such and such for suggestions. Or you can say, you know what, I'm not sure, but you might try putting out some feelers. Okay. All right. Wow. This has really been good so far. Excellent job. All right, I want to show you another one to, okay, when someone is unsure of something and they ask you for your suggestion, here is something that you could say. Okay, this is another idiom that you could use, okay? And let's see, let's get, let's get Luis Antonio. Okay, Luis Antonio, could you read for me what's in the chat box?
Sure. Sleep on it if you take time until the next day to think something over before making a decision. You sleep on it. I suggest you sleep on it. You can give me your decision tomorrow.
Good. Excellent job. Very good job. Okay, so our idiom now is sleep on it. Okay, that's a valid suggestion to give someone who is in doubt. Okay, so I could say, for example, Luis Antonio, I need to take a trip to, or I want to take a trip to Japan. And I've seen good prices on 2 airlines. Okay, but I'm unsure of which airline to take. It costs a lot of money to go to Japan. What do you think I should do, Luis Antonio?
I think you should sleep on it and postpone your decision.
Very good. That was a great use of that idiom. That's right. Very good. Okay. Now I could also say if I don't use the idiom. Okay. So what could you say if you don't use the idiom? Instead of saying, Carissa, maybe you should sleep on it. What else could I say?
Let me see. I'm not expert in this issue. You could put out fillers.
Good, good. So you could try a different idiom. That's true. That's good. That's true. Or you could also just take out the idiom. You could simply say, okay, well, why don't you make your decision tomorrow? Think about it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, but it's actually more interesting if you use the idiom. Okay, but just as an alternative, okay, you can just make a different suggestion. Just say the meaning of the idiom instead.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good, excellent job. Okay, let's talk about some other ways that you could express doubt. Okay, for one, if you're not sure about something, and sometimes it's embarrassing. Sometimes it's embarrassing for someone to say that they don't know or they're not sure. Okay, you could also say, I suppose. Okay, so if we're going back to talking about gym shoes, you could say, well, you know, I suppose that Nike is a good brand. Okay, if I say I suppose, I'm not sure. Okay, it's obvious to your listener that you don't really know. Okay, you're taking a guess. Okay, I suppose, and then you continue. Okay, that's one way that you could express doubt. Okay, if a native speaker hears you say you suppose, they know that you really don't know. Okay, so you don't have to directly say it. Okay, all right, guys, let's try an activity. Okay, let's try a series of questions, and you are going to answer with some doubt. Okay, and let's see. Let me give you some additional options here in the chat box. See if that comes across. All right. Okay, here are some additional options for you. Okay, for those of you who aren't seeing both chats. Okay, all right, so I'm going to give a question. Okay, I'm going to start with a question, and then I'm going to ask for you to come up with your own questions to ask your classmates. Okay, all right, so here it is. Here's my question. Let's see, and who shall be my first candidate? All right, let's see. Let's start with Anna. Anna, you'll be my first. Okay, Luis Antonio, thanks for coming to class. Look out for my next classes. Hopefully we'll have you again soon. Okay, all right. Anna, here's your question, Anna. Do you think that he will change his mind?
Okay. It's possible.
Good. Excellent job. All right. Okay, and Ahmad. Ahmad, do you think they will get married?
It could happen.
Okay, very good. Okay, Pablo, do you think that she will be elected president?
It's impossible.
Okay. All right, Francesco. Do you think that you will fly to the moon?
It may be.
Okay, maybe. Okay, good. That expresses doubt. Maybe. Okay. Okay. All right, David. Do you think that you will ever go bungee jumping?
Okay, it's impossible.
Okay, so that's impossible. Okay, Michael. Do you think that you will ever own your own business?
Well, I assume that yes.
Okay, good. So you could say, I assume. That's right. Yeah, I assume yes. Or you could say,
Yeah,
it's possible.
it's
Okay.
possible.
All right. But if you want to make it stronger, well, there's a strong possibility that I could own my own business.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
sitting on the fence about that. Ask me in
Okay.
5 years, please.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Now it's your turn, guys. What I want you to do is to think of a question to ask one of your classmates. Michael, let's start with you. Ask one of your classmates a question.
Do you think that I could speak as Carissa well English?
Okay. Who are you asking?
Well, who would like to answer? Ahmad.
Well, definitely you could.
Okay, good. So that sounds like a strong possibility.
How many years do I need to practice to achieve that result?
You just keep practicing. You are doing very well.
You're doing a great job, yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, good. So I'm going to type your question here. Okay, so do you think I'll ever be able to speak English as well as or as good as the teacher? Okay, as good as the English teacher? Good, so it could be any English teacher. Good. That was a great question.
No, but I mentioned you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Particularly.
As good. Okay. As good as Carissa does. There you
Yeah.
go. All right, very good. Thanks. Okay, Ahmad, choose a different classmate and ask them a question.
Okay, we say Pablo.
Yes.
Pablo, okay. Um, um, do you think that Carissa will keep her patience with us?
Her what?
Patience. She will be patient all the class until the end.
Here it is in the chat box.
It might be.
Maybe I like it.
You say it's a possibility. She might keep her patience. She might maintain her patience. You guys are good. All right, very good. Okay, Pablo, ask another classmate a question.
Or Francesco?
Yes.
Okay. Francesco, do you think that Colombia team is going to win the World Cup?
It could happen.
It could happen.
I like these.
They're going to win, yeah.
I love the questions that you're coming up with, and the answer is even better. Okay, because Francesco, you were positive. You chose a positive answer. Okay, you said, it could happen. Now you might not think that Colombia has a chance. All right,
Yeah,
but
why not?
you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So sure, it could happen. Okay, so these expressions, these answers that express doubt, these are good because one use is to answer in such a way that does not hurt anyone's feelings. Okay. All right. So if you want to give a safe answer, you might choose you might choose one of these. Okay. Very good. Anna, please ask one of your classmates a question. Anna.
Okay. Well, David, do you think that the pollution problem will improve in the future?
It's absolutely possible.
I'm sorry, David. I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
Yeah, I said it's absolutely possible.
Ah, okay, good. Okay, and surely if you say it's absolutely possible, then you're going to give some information that supports your statement, right? Okay, so you're suggesting a possibility, but you're also going to give some reasons why. So in real life, that's exactly what you would do. Okay, guys, excellent, excellent job. All right, now let me show you one more thing. Okay. Um, let's suppose that you're not trying to be very positive. Okay. So here are some other ways that you can express your doubt, and your answer sounds more negative, okay, than positive. All right. Okay. So here they are in the chat box. Okay. So for example, you could say, okay, I don't want to give away the opportunity. Okay, Michael, could you please read what's there in the chat box for me?
I suppose, but I wouldn't like to say for certain. I'm not sure. I doubt it. I have my own doubts. It's doubtful. It's highly, very unlikely.
Okay, very good. Okay, so here, these are some expressions when you mean to either be negative or when you mean to be realistic. Okay, so here's an example, and I'm gonna ask you, Michael. Okay, so Michael, I have a friend that has been married 5 times, married and divorced 5 times, and he's getting married again. Do you think that he will be happily married after? Do you think he will continue in this relationship? Do you think this marriage will last? That's what I want to ask.
Well, I suppose, but statistics says otherwise.
Okay.
Like if 5 times he had a divorce, is it correct to say 5 times he had a divorce?
He has been divorced?
For 5 times?
Okay, he has been divorced 5 times?
Yeah, he has been divorced 5 times, so I assume that 6th time he would divorce as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, good. So based on statistics, you would say, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to say no for sure, but the chances of that happening are pretty slim. Okay, but now some people have gone against the odds. Okay, so marriage number 6 could be the one. Okay, you never know.
Could be as well. Do you have this experience?
No. I know someone who's been married 3 times. And they're on their 4th marriage.
Oh.
But hey, you never know.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. So I just wanted to give you some expressions that you can put in your grab bag. Okay. In your grab bag, your toolbox. Okay. So for when you are expressing doubts in English. Okay. So today, just to review, we've talked about a few idioms that you can use. All right. Let's see if we can remember any of them. Okay. Pablo, can you remember any of the idioms that we used?
Beat on the rush, beat around the bush.
That's it. Beat around the bush.
Beat
Very
around the
good.
bush.
All right, so when you're not giving a direct answer, you're expressing a lot of uncertainty. You say, oh, I'm beating around the bush. Good.
Beating around the bush.
There you go. You're going to beat around it. Francesco, do you remember a different idiom that we used today?
To get cold feet.
Very good. David, what was another idiom that we used today?
Yes, Carissa, put out feelers.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Put out feelers.
Yes, put out feelers. Very good. All right, Anna, what's a different one that we used?
In two minds.
In two minds. Okay, or of two minds. That's right. Okay, all right, Ahmad, can you think of yet a different one that we used?
On the fence?
On the fence. Uh-oh, Michael. He took yours. All right, very good. Excellent job. So remember, when you're expressing doubt, okay, you can do so directly. You can do so in a positive way. You can do so in a more negative way. You can also include one of the idioms that we talked about today. All right, well, that's the end of our lesson for today. Thank you for coming to class. Thank you for your hard work, your effort. Please remember that you can take a private lesson with me if you would like. Go ahead and book it. And otherwise, look out for my future classes. Thanks, everyone, for coming into class. It's been great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
Clarissa.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.